Okay, welcome back to another episode of Paul's Collectibles. I appreciate having you. Thanks for joining me again. Still going over my 3 3/4 inch Star Wars action figure collection. Today is going to be another short video like the last one because the couple of waves that are at this time period, I only have a few of. As a matter of fact, I've combined 2 waves today, and we'll talk about that very briefly. On the left here, you can see Saga Legends and Clone Wars cases, and those came out in about 2010. In the middle here, more Saga Legends, but those are from 2012, 2013. And then over here, Saga Legends 2012, 2013 double packs. And then up top, we have the Black Series, which are from 2013. There's a huge gap in my collection around 2014, 2015, where apparently I didn't pick anything up or there was nothing made during that time span. And as you're well aware, the 3 3/4 inch Black Series figures, either they don't make anymore, if you know, let me know down below, or they're just incredibly hard to find, and I only have 4 of them. So with that, let's take a closer look at them. Okay, to start with, on the far left over here, we have your regular standard issue Stormtrooper. It says Saga Legends 25 is his number. These guys came with the little battle game cards and includes his blaster and all that great stuff, and came with their little stats if you decided to play that game. And then on the back, they gave you some information about Stormtroopers. And like I said, this is called Saga Legends. Now, moving on to the next figure, oddly enough, this guy looks incredibly similar in packaging to that Stormtrooper that I just showed you. This is a jungle camo ARF Trooper, and he's got that little galactic battle game piece situation going on as well. But when you check his number, he shows CW24, which I'm guessing stands for Clone Wars 24. So although they look the same, and I believe they're from the same wave, they had different numbers. Moving right along over here, we get into the Saga Legends continuation. These came out a few years later from the ones I just showed you. Here we have Clone Commander Cody. And on the back, I'll just show you what those look like real fast. It's a screen grab from the movie. Looks like that's pretty cool. Gives information about him. And then at the top, you can see Saga Legends 12. And if you look really closely at the date, you can see 2013. And then next up we have Captain Rex. He's going to be really similar, I'm guessing, to Clone Commander Cody. Got the pauldron on. Then we have just a standard clone trooper over here. They got to have somebody to lead, I suppose, right? And then what is going to be the only battle droid I have in my collection, because I didn't have a choice. I did not like the battle droid characters. I thought they were silly. But it has this clone trooper in it. And they actually, for once, get his exact name right. Down here you can see it says 212th Battalion Clone Trooper, which I thought was pretty cool. And to get him, of course, I had to buy this goofy battle droid. And then on the back, like a lot of those cards, they have screen grab from the movie. And these are called Mission Series. So the number up here is MS04. And then finally down below we have a no-brainer figure, as I've told you before. For me, this is a 501st Legion Trooper, and he's packaged with Anakin Skywalker, which is actually his appropriate general. And I collect the Jedi and Sith and the clones and the Stormtroopers, so this was a no-brainer for me. Let's just see what they have for his scene on the back. Oh, it's him entering the temple. What a pleasant part of Revenge of Sith that was, right? Okay. And since I only have 4 of the Black Series, I decided to go ahead and combine this Black Series wave in with the wave that I just showed you. Over here we have Pablo Jill, number 10 in that wave. Just a ugly guy, but a beautiful figure if you're looking at quality of figure. Beautiful soft goods cape and robes. And on the back, that's what these Black Series characters look like. I'm sure most of you have seen them. As you can see, it's got a description of the character and then a kind of a muted picture of what he's supposed to look like. Then next up is a very interesting version of Mace Windu. The back doesn't give me any clue as to why he has Stormtrooper armor on his, or I guess that's Clone Trooper armor on his arms, and Jango Fett's helmet. So unless he was masquerading as Jango Fett, I guess this is meant for you in some fashion to recreate the scene where he decapitates Jango Fett or something. Okay. Moving right along, Clone Trooper Sergeant. And what I find interesting about this is instead of the regular, what I like to call the verdi green or grass green, he has a really dark, you can barely see it on his arms, olive green. So that's an interesting variation of the green on a Clone Trooper Sergeant. And then finally we have the 41st Elite Core Clone Trooper, and that was one of the things I liked about this Black Wave. They tended to take a little extra care in the naming conventions. And this guy you have to look really closely, but along his armor on the edges and up at the top of his thighs and on his arm pieces, he has gray-black lines. And that'll do it for those two waves once again. We're coming up on my vintage figures, which will take me a while, so we're burning through these pretty quick because I've got a lot of the vintage collection characters. But with that, we'll see you on the next episode.